Wait, who won that?
Pom and Quado.
Ah.
We are live. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited for some Binky today. We're going to be watching Zacc vs. Gori, and I'm joined here by the wonderful Deathless, who is going to be
Hello.
co-commentating.
Yeah, we got some. We got a good match for you. We have Zacc, who has unfortunately never won a bracket match in all three of the tournaments so far,
Well,
including
this is
one.
the first
But
bracket match that they've been in for this tournament, so
yeah, of course.
okay.
Yeah, so
they
they have a chance. They have a chance now. They did win all three of their group matches, which is really nice. Zacc's told me he is specializes in a lot of in a lot of boss fights, especially doing an itemless Soul Tyrant back in season 1 of Bingy. So that's a pretty interesting little fun fact. But let's see if they can handle this boss over here. A dragon named Gori got third place back in season 2. Very, very good and experienced at Bingy.
Yes, Gori is seeded 7th, with Zacc being seeded 26th. Gori won 1 out of 3 of their seeding matches, but they had a really hard group with Kara and Marcus and Hamothity. But I'm expecting I'm hoping for a really good match today. We'll see if we get any surprises. Gori has historically been a really crafty player. They have won matches by line before, like several matches in the last tournament. But we're starting, and I'm doing the live split timer now.
Yay!
Please. Yes, I did it. Okay. That is an accomplishment for me.
Perfect.
So let's take a look at this board. So some advantages of going C- early. Let's just... the first person to enter Crystal Peaks has priority on the goals that I am starring, which is like Crystal Guardian 1, potentially Hellenist Crown Pale Ore. Broken Vessel, because that's only blocked by C-. Shape of Un, if they open Green Pass Stag.
That row 4 isn't looking too bad. The Soul Eater is definitely the weakest part of that, but Grubs and Hive, Dash Slash, Bardoon, you can do those.
No, Grubs and Hive does require Dive and Trampass.
I see.
So that is definitely a tricky goal. So I don't know if we're actually going to get a row 4.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, I could see that now.
It could happen. Gori, I think they would potentially go for it, but they have a particular strategy in going for goals that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to reveal on stream.
Oh?
Historically, they were telling me that they like to go for the goals with the shortest name, which I think is Markov?
Yeah.
But we'll see if they rush Markov. I don't know if they will, but they were using that as a strategy at some point.
Hey, if it's easier to read.
Okay, we have Gori grabbing the 50 Geo necessary to open Crossroads Stag, with Zacc getting 48 Geo, so they'll need to kill like a Blendfly if they want to open Crossroads Stag. That usually indicates that they are planning on not rushing C-. I do like, if you do rush C-, you are opening up Broken Vessel, unlocking Station Synergy pretty early.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like to potentially have Queen Station, or at least the flexibility to choose between, not be locked into like an any % route. Rush Markov would be hilarious. Please give us
what advantages on this board? What advantages are on this board if we do have Queen Station unlocked?
Okay, sure.
1500 Geo in the bank is one.
Yes, for sure. 2 grubs in hive, deep nest stag.
Yeah, for Tram Pass.
Okay, let me just look through line by line.
I don't know if it's much.
I don't really think it's much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of prefer like a potential C-dash rush in this.
Yeah, it's arguable that like C-dash rush might be a play they could go for, but like it doesn't seem like any of them are going for it. It is just safer to getting the queen station, but
yeah. They mean they could still just open crossroads Sag just and then just not get queen station.
Yeah, of course.
That's still an option.
Yeah.
Zacc is fighting False Knight.
Okay.
Let's see what that opens up for them. Or no, they're not. Never mind. Are we fighting False Knight?
Zacc is having a little bit of trouble. I'm not quite sure. Did it open? Are they wondering why it's not opening?
They're like, let me be free. Let me be free.
Let me out. There we go. Yay.
Zacc is on his first playthrough. Still no J. Okay, well, they don't kill False Knight. They just do an extra cycle. I think this was must be nerves. I think it's very nerve-wracking being in a bracket match, especially against someone of Gori's caliber. Gori is very active in the Bingy community. They also, I think, got 3rd place in like the mini 3-line tournament we had in February.
Yeah, he did mention to me about that as well. So yeah, this is definitely a boss that
Throw is mentioning that
Zacc might have prepared for.
Hitting the breakable wall before it's open is time loss from freeze frames. Okay, Zacc entering mound with Gori, about to enter green path. They had some very unfortunate luck in the seeding matches with Boulder Spits. So hopefully they'll get a little bit more lucky here. Oh, first bit.
Yay.
Okay. They're probably
love first bits.
Happy about that. Okay, yeah, he changed. Zacc changed his mind about the full kill last minute. That's what it looked like. I didn't realize something.
Yeah.
The chat message disappeared. So. Okay. Is there any reason to kill Vengefly King on this board besides the extra geo?
Not from what I've seen.
There
might be a reason to get the Green Path stag for Shape of Un later.
Yes, I do like that. I do like the Green Path stag for Shape of Un.
Yeah.
It's also really fast to from the Green Path stag to get Lifeled Heart Joni's Blessing, so that's kind of an advantage. Yeah. I would never buy it just for that goal, but that is a benefit. Also, upgrade Grimchild if it gets to that point. It's very useful to have Green Path stag for that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
So I'm wondering if that might be a reason to kill VFK for that kind of money, just to like soften the blow of losing the 140 to the stag.
It's also usually quick. I usually recommend killing it unless Slash Zote Skull is on the board. But we might also see Moss Knights.
Yeah. Depending on how safe they want to do it money-wise. Do you think it might be able to help with the 15 grubs? If they have a fast enough movement, they can get the 4 grubs here.
Queen Station is usually better for grubs than for Green Path grubs. If you're really going for 15 grubs, you can grab this Green Path grub on your way down, and then just get the rest of the grubs from Queen Station later on. It's never worth buying Green Path stag for the grubs.
Okay.
Okay, Gori killing Bench Viking. We'll see if they do Moss Knights. Okay, no Moss Knights for Gori. But we are rescuing the Grub. I like that
Ooh,
here.
yeah, because you're still getting some money at least.
Yes, I always like that here.
Yeah, very good.
Prepping some goals, you get some geo. Also, you're less likely to die to 1.
Hmm.
Let's see if they get Green Pass Tag. Okay. Healing before Hornet. Them not getting the Green Path Journal indicates to me that they are going to open Queen Station.
Okay.
Because you do want to have 2 journals when you're going any percent route. And usually I just recommend picking up Green Path Journal for your...
And it's like you said from before, because
Mhm.
because he was able to get the Grub across the boss stage arena, he's just going to go up from Queen Station to get the other ones if need be. In terms of like getting maybe Shape of Un and also Joni's Blessing, like you said, probably just going up in Queens.
Yeah, we can just go from Queens. But
Mhm.
I mean, for Joni's Blessing, you're probably going to go from Howling Close.
Yeah. Okay.
We got Zacc also rescuing the Grub. I'm a little
Yeah,
bit
no, it's a good play
surprised.
for, yeah, it's good for Geo for
I
sure.
like
It's a
it.
good
I like it.
compromise.
Some
Hmm.
people don't like getting grubs early when it's like such a a far off goal, but I don't. I like that grub. Okay, Zacc about to start Hornet. Neither of them are opening Green Pass Tag for Shape of Un.
Yeah, I think they probably went with what you were thinking about earlier with like just Queen Station might be just having more benefits with the with also just saving the
Mm-hmm.
15 grubs as well if you're going for the green path ones.
Well, I mean, Shape of Un is on the board though, and that's like a nice goal to get. So I kind of like having Green Pass Tag for Shape of Un because it's just so
Yeah.
close by. Gori did bench Leg Eater, which indicates that they're going to open Queen Station. There's
Mm,
really no other reason to bench Leg Eater.
yeah.
Another decision they have to make is whether they're going to rescue Bretta Sly. They might decide to do that, but it can be a bit of time loss and could allow Zacc to catch up if they go for it.
Hmm.
Okay, Gori nailing Epogo. Hopefully they can do just as well for Mantis Pogo. With Zacc dropping into Fungal, they're also going to bench Leg Eater. Okay, Mantis Pogo did not go
Going
quite
for
as smoothly. They're just
yeah.
going around. Oh my goodness.
It's all good. 3 HP. It's fine.
3 HP. Let's see if they might. We'll see if we get a quit out or if they're gonna go rescue Bretta Sly. I think we're going for Bretta. I think they could
One
get the
question I have,
journal.
I'm looking at row 5 right now. Speaking of like Bretta and Sly, I'm looking at row 5 with do you think Dung Defender and Shape of Un somewhat have some type of synergy because of Isma's tier? Just like going for Isma's tier like straight after Dung Defender?
Yeah, you could
Um,
definitely do that.
yeah.
Dung Defender. That's not gonna be a really great Dung Defender, depending on like they won't have Dream Nail or Dive at that point. But I don't hate it. And Gori is a good player. They're probably very confident in it.
Yeah. Cuz I'm thinking like would a, because if we were going to rush C dash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Broken Vessels on the board, which also means wings. And also means the simple key from Basin.
Mm-hmm.
So like that could be I don't know how long that line might take, but like is that a
Yeah.
possibility that you can kind of just go
Mm-hmm.
across that line for row 5 right there of just doing those 3 goals?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a possibility. But they didn't open Green Pass Tag, so Shape of Un is going to be very unpleasant to get because you're going to have to go
Hmm.
all the way from Queen Station.
Yeah.
Gori rescuing Bretta and then now fighting ogres with Zacc going up, and I think they're going to grab the journal. Yeah, they're grabbing Mantis Village Journal. I don't know if they're going to rescue Bretta. They might. I would, with my perspective, I would hope they skip it because it's just going to be a minute of time loss.
They might be going for it.
Yeah, they're going for it. Yeah. I think if you know that you're the potentially the slower player, you want to skip this because it's going to take like an extra minute. And they'd actually be pretty even with Gori if they had skipped it.
Yeah.
2 Deem Nail Growth Rate. I'm thinking 2 Deem Nail Growth Rate. Yeah. Yeah, I think we could also look at, I think some people are talking about Dream Nail and dive goals. So some advantages for getting Dream Nail on this board are priority on Soul Tyrant, upgrade Grimchild, Markoth, 8 map pins, which requires Dream Nail and Trampas, Soul Eater, Soul Catcher, which also requires dive. And that's pretty much it. Like, I really don't like Dream Nail on this board. You're not getting a goal like anytime soon.
The thing is with Markoth, Markoth needing Shade Cloak and Shade Cloak not really being so much on the board other than like maybe Trader Lord.
That synergy.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting because that's just blocking a lot of, you know, that blocks 5 lines right there. Like I know OJ was talking about it before about like just a middle middle Markoth right there, like is good, is really interesting to see like what are the lines they might go for on the sides.
Collect 1 arcane egg is also synergizes with that.
Yeah,
it's not the worst. Yeah, for dive benefits we have I think I'm starting. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Gori.
So not a dive board.
Not a dive board.
Absolutely not a dive board.
Okay, Zacc grabbing Spore Seal while Gori is already at Shaman Stone. And they're going to get Bretta Sly, which will probably be the first mark on the board. And Zacc will be a bit disappointed by that because that will just indicate how far ahead Gori is. Nice. Gori shade skipping Blue Lake. Zacc opening Queens. Will they stack to probably no. They're forgetting about Wellick. You don't technically need it for this route, but you might be short if you forget something else.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it might be better to skip it at this point. Okay. They're just gonna not have enough money for Shaman Stone. They can potentially like kill someone and get enough money, but they're gonna be like a tad bit short.
Yeah.
No, you actually don't need Wellick for this route. So
I don't completely mind them skipping Wellick. It's just like you said, it's the money situation.
I don't think they need it. I don't think they need it for this route.
Yeah.
If you get everything else, you're good. Yeah, they're a little bit short on Shaman.
I don't know. Like, would 1500 bank Geo kind of be like the next play here in terms of like getting a fast goal? Yeah,
that is the next goal I expect to see marked.
I would hope Zacc understands that if Gori is that far ahead, I would probably just like give it up and go for something else.
Well, I think it's going to be marked well before they have that option, honestly.
Yeah.
It'll help Zacc a bit because it's like a 30-second goal. So like they won't the 30-second goal that they're not going to get sniped on because it's going to be already marked by the time they're even thinking about going for it.
Well, I'm just kind of probably like thinking a little bit ahead of it. Like I don't know. I probably that's probably not something I would even like. I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's most likely going to be for Gori going to be 1500 G on the bank and then CG1 right after.
Oh yeah.
Then you got that line pressure. No,
And that's a decent line pressure too, because like we said before, there's broken vessel on there. The two simple keys, so that basin key helps with that. Like it going for wings, here or like I mean you don't even need to go for wings. You could just straight up just like rush Hornet too, and
yeah, you might just do it. Gori's
yeah.
gold. Aw. Did not get the right side rafters flex. Oh, okay. So this is like a flashback of earlier with Python. Okay, Zacc grabbing the Relic of Kings and benching. What are we?
But yeah, I definitely see like from what Overclock is saying, I definitely see TLBR and column 3 being options for Gori here to just kind of like quickly close this out.
Yeah, it might just be column 3. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I'm seeing column 3 more because like Soul Tyrant takes a
Quite a
little
bit.
bit. Yeah.
Okay, so Gori gonna deposit the 1500 with a Millibel, which you are allowed to take out after for the rando players. It will not unmark. Okay. Should be seeing it marked. Okay, that will give an indicator to Zacc that they at least don't have to worry about that goal.
Yeah.
But now Gori should easily be able to get CG1. They might even go for Hollowness Pale or after, or just go straight for Dash Slash. They should have.
I hope Gori goes straight for Dash Slash just to scare Zacc. That'd be insanely just scary to just deal with. Like to have that over your head the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a really good play.
Gori's bold. I think they go for Markoth after CG1.
Gori's going for the well, I wouldn't say it's the 30 minutes or less kind of delivery, but
yeah, they
definitely
could be
going
for
for the
that.
express express shipping on this run. I think I mean it's there, the opportunity's there, and like yeah, if you're saying Gori's gonna take it, then like you know it's probably likely.
Seal. What seal? What skill did someone skip? I missed it. Oh, we're just going straight for Dash Slash. Honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
I do like this. I like Zacc probably saw it.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not getting CG1. I don't want to be in a bad position. I'm just gonna go straight for Dash Slash. I respect this. Like, it's not gonna be. I think Gori will potentially be slightly disappointed, but I don't think they're going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah. No, I like Zacc's play here. Zacc saw it like really early and was like, "Oh, this might be an issue," and this is just gonna like nip it in the bud right away. And I do like this.
Do you know what I also like? If they talk to Bartoon right after.
Oh yeah. Please.
Please do it. Do it. Please do it, Zacc.
Please.
Go grab the King's Idols and get Pale Lurker for like the triple threat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And Zacc blocking that column 3. Okay, and I think we're going to Bardoon after. Which is actually going to put on some row 4 pressure for Gori.
Oh,
No, don't warp. Don't warp. Don't warp. No.
whoa, no!
I'm gonna be shocked if
Zacc.
after this that if Gori doesn't go straight for Bardoon. I would be shocked. What are we doing? What are we doing, Zacc? Let's go talk to Bardoon.
He might have realized his mistake. Oh, he might have realized. Yeah, he just realized he didn't see Bardoon.
Yeah, we're going for Bardoon. I love it. I love it. It's
This is good.
4.
It's a correction. It works. It works.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
We're rescuing the grub. I approve.
Yeah. It makes complete sense. He Zacc might have been really just kind of reacting to the line itself, and then just like tunnel visioning on the dash slash and not seeing Bardoon, and that's completely fine.
Yeah, I think though now if Gori is like Zacc is about 20 or 30 seconds ahead on this goal, but Gori has C dash now, so
Yeah.
So they could have been really safe on it, but now I think Gori's gonna win it, especially if they ACN.
Yeah.
Are we doing ACN?
Come on, Zacc. Close the gap.
It's a Bardoon race. I think Gori just wins it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Third tray ACN is enough. Gori not wanting to worry about anything on row 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, that the Zacc would have easily gotten that if they'd gone after dash slash, but it's kind of they're probably kicking themselves for that. So
would you fight Hornet 2 here right after?
No.
No?
I would potentially, I think Pale Lurker is a possibility just because you need some money for Lantern and you get some King's Idols in Kingdom's Edge.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it. But I mean, without Shaman Stone, this is going to be painful.
Yeah. Yeah, Gori's not even opting for Pale Lurker. Yeah, it's just probably better to just go for the simple key in Basin, and then like you have wings. So like you're getting it's like 1.5 goals and an entire skill to work with. Like it's just
wings.
But Zacc's going for Lurker right now.
Oh, they could just be going for the idols, but we don't know that. Yep, they're just going for the idols.
Idols, I see.
Okay. They just need the money for Lantern, so I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Okay. I'm just wondering what Zacc's doing now. Probably going for wings.
I think they're going to go for Lantern. They're just going to sell to them at this point.
Mm-hmm. Again, I really see some row 5 like after Broken Vessel, like because now you have wings and C dash. That's a real easy Isma's tier.
Yeah, I like row 5. I think just not having Green Pass Stag makes it really inconvenient for Shape of Un.
Yeah,
like you have to go all the way back, which is quite a trek.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm even wondering, right? Think about that like this too. Mm-hmm. Don't do Dung Defender. Leave that in the back pocket to force Zacc to do Dung Defender. And then you can use that to get other goals.
Zacc doesn't mind doing Dung Defender. That's especially because there's synergy with that and the 2 simple keys.
Yeah. My mistake. I mean Shape of Un. I mean probably leaving Shape of Un in the back pocket, and it forces Zacc to get Ismas. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you can use that for time. That was my mistake. I was referencing the rough goal.
Yeah, Shape of Un is kind of considered a kind of a faster goal, so.
But we don't have Green Path Stag like you said, so it might take a little bit of time.
It will take Zacc a little bit of time, but Gori has no way of knowing that Zacc doesn't have Green Path Stag.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Like we know because we see it.
Yeah, just hindsight. Yeah, get
Did
that.
did Gori grab the key?
Uh,
Chat.
can we get confirmation? Key or no key?
Gori did grab it. Okay. And then
Okay.
Zacc is going into key room. One of the most deadly rooms in Bingy.
This room's also deadly for hitless. A lot of new hitless players struggle in this room. Believe it or not. It's just a tricky room. A lot of Ravas, you know.
That room is awful. I think
Yeah.
we have Zacc. He's going to open City Storm's Toll, so they can always come back here later for dive if they so choose, which I approve of.
Yeah, I like.
City Store Room's Toll gives them advantage on, or gives them easy access to. They need to upgrade Grimchild. They need to get dive for Soul Catcher, Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Soul Tyrant. Okay, we're gonna get Lantern now. Oh, nope, simple key. We're doing unlock 2 simple keys. I think we're gonna go to GG's.
Well, now we're looking. Now I'm kind of thinking. How easy is row 3 here? I mean, deepness is pretty far away, but the 8 map pins. I mean, that's you. If you have the money, you can get that.
I think
the problem is they just don't have Shade Cloak for Markoth, though.
I think Zacc's gonna block. I think they're actually going. They use the simple key. I would not be shocked if Zacc used a simple key on sewers and then went and fought Dung Defender.
Yeah, no, I would be completely fine with that.
They're kind of just chasing though at this point. Like Gori is like at this point in a really good position for just a majority win.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think we're gonna see a Dung Defender play. It'll make row 5 less scary. Okay. I don't think there's any other reason to be in basin or be in waterways. This is also helpful for Zacc because they aren't super confident with the Isma skips, unless that has changed. I know they've been working on it.
Yeah, those can be really tricky.
Yeah.
Not to mention Zacc doesn't have wings, so it does make the Isma skips. You can't really opt out for like the easier one.
Yeah.
With C- wings.
Okay. With Gori has been in cliffs and they're locking in Lifeblood Heart, Joni's Blessing. I don't think they actually have Lifeblood Heart yet, so I guess they'll still have to go and buy that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, actually, I would be a bit surprised. But because they don't have Green Pass Tag open, which they might want to have open for Shape of Un. So if they had dive, it would be easy for them to go and open it from here, but they don't. So they'd have to go all the way back through that dark room. Okay, this is not like the best Dung Defender. Zacc is fighting this without Shaman Stone, without Dream Nail, without Dive. So this is like a very vanilla spells.
Luckily, this is Zacc's specialty, so
yeah, luckily it
should be completely fine.
Okay, we have. Oh, I see. Where Gori is rescuing some grubs, which indicates to me TLBR. Oh no, BLTR. Because they're going for that 15 grubs potentially. And they're gonna. Oh, well, I think that was just convenient on their way to get Lifeblood Heart.
Well, because they don't have dive yet either. I wonder if, like, how many grubs does Gori have at the moment?
They only have 4. I think it was just. I think it was honestly just a. It's on the way and they need a grub, so you might as well make progress towards one goal while you're doing another. Okay, we're gonna see Gori going back into peaks for I think the Hollowness Crown Palor, which is kind of a
Yeah.
fast goal. This feels like a majority play. I think they know they're 7 goals ahead, 7-3. They need 6 goals to win.
Yeah,
They need
might
to
as well.
Yeah, they just need to block every line and get 6 more goals.
Yeah, but you know Gori was looking at column 3. You
Yeah,
know.
I
You
bet they
have to
were.
know. Like, yeah, we all saw it.
What does the 0? I think that means that I've marked 0 goals, but because I'm the 3 is me, or the 0 the blue player is me on the replay board. I think.
What's Zacc going for here? Solier?
Dream Nail, I think.
Dream Nail? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot they're still early. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay.
There's a good chance that they're gonna go dive and do Soul Tyrant.
Probably. I mean,
Dream Nail,
as
yeah, the Dream Nail goals on this board are very. I think they want to do another hitless, Shaman Stoneless Soul Tyrant.
You know what?
For the
Yeah,
vibes.
let's just go for it. Yep.
Oh, the number of the brackets is no number of lines. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I've never noticed that before. Okay. Well, Zacc will have advantage on almost all the Dream Nail goals.
The problem is a lot of the Dream Nail goals just take
like
a
5
while,
years.
like, yeah, literally 5 years.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think that might be like somewhat of a beginner trap for people who, because like, I mean, Zacc's told me like he's done Rad Hog, he's done P5 all bindings. Like, do you think this is just kind of a like God Home player, like tunnel vision that's going on right now? Let me just go for bosses because like I can do the bosses, but like
they can do it. I also think there's a chance that they're kind of given up on this match and are just gonna be like, I'm gonna fight Soul Tyrant because for fun.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Honestly,
there's a good chance they've given up because they've been a bit behind. I don't think they have C-Dash yet, so I think they have a bit. We're going for Soul Tyrant.
yeah, we're definitely going. Yeah, he knows. He's just like,
yeah, he's just making a presence. I will have advantage. He does have advantage now on. With dive, he will have advantage on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the remaining. Math is hard. 5, 9, like 14 goals remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll have advantage on.
Because I don't know if I was Zacc right now, probably going for just like he doesn't have C-Dash. Like it's just tough. Like maybe if he had C-Dash, he probably wouldn't be going straight for Tyrant. He probably would just be like, oh, I'll get wings. Like
yeah, I mean, what on here do you get from having C-Dash? What advantage?
Just well, it's just good for movement. But I'm also thinking of the 2 grubs in basin, right? Like that unlocks that because you need dive for the one in the Palor. And then you have Dream Nail, so Soul Tyrant is a thing. So like you could probably be going in order, but like
I think
do TLBR a little bit. But I don't know, just
I think
need something.
Yeah, I think at this point, C-Dash is going to give you save the 2 grubs in basin, which Gori already has advantage on because they have wings and Shape of Un, and you don't have Green Pass Tag. Yeah. So at this point, I'm just going to try to mark some goals. Try to make a showing.
Mm-hmm.
The people's champion. But Zacc doesn't have C dash like Deathless. Doesn't have C dash like Deathless said. Yes. I know. I'm confused. Tomb, what do you mean? I think okay. I guess actually you do need no grubs in basin,
Yeah,
probably
to
no
get
height grubs.
yeah,
Yeah.
unless
Yes.
like Zacc just stall balls or just like something needing C dash to get wings and to get those grubs in basin. It would help him with Soul Tyrant and just like movement in general.
C dash helps with Soul Tyrant.
Not C dash, sorry, wings. Just like
Yeah,
with the
wings would
movement in
help it.
general and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I think at this point though, they're just kind of behind, and I
Yeah,
think you might as well just mark some goals on the board.
exactly. And I really wish, I don't know, like I see Shape of Un and I'm surprised, maybe it's just me being more of a beginner, but I'm surprised like they didn't buy, any of them didn't buy Green Path stack.
Yeah, I think they decided not to buy it. I would have bought it
Yeah.
here. I personally like I think I like the having green mass tag for at least for like if it's like a goal that you're gonna directly be able to get because you have it.
Yeah.
Like Shape of Un and Great Slash, I usually like buying it. And then or like the slash goal, goal. It depends
Mm-hmm.
really on the board. Like if, but I kind of really like it on this board. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting the Soul Tyrant fight. We're starting it at like 39:48. So Zacc with the nod, iconic. But we playing it back with this Tyrant. Yep, we're playing it back to the first tournament where they did a hitless Soul Tyrant. Well, they have not been hitless.
What are we doing? Oh? Huh?
Music? Something's going on. Jump? What? They were just showing us.
Oh my. Oh, because they probably didn't jump. Is it the classic you jumped during your dash animation and it just like didn't register?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The most low equipment, well, Soul Tyrant you can do. Okay, and we have Gori, and I think they're gonna probably lock in on some like getting maybe Trampass. Trampass is gonna help them with 8 map pins from Iselda and the 2 grubs in Hive.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else I'm missing? So you're getting a few goals. You can do no BS if I boulder. Okay, I guess that's fair. Thank you, Throw, for pointing out that edge case as well. Okay. We've still yet to see iBoulder done in a Banky, but we have Kron versus Sakura coming up, so I do kind of expect to see it for that.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
maybe we'll see. I don't know if we're actually going to see that. I think Sakura would be pretty happy though. The funniest thing is how on the table TLBR is for that. That is true. They do have a line. If they get this Soul Tyrant, I will. If Zacc wins by TLBR, I will donate $100 to the Trevor Foundation. An additional $100. Don't mention
Again,
his...
if I was going for TLVR, even like for the fun of it, I would have went for C Dash first, and then Wings, and then Tyrant. But I know they're just like trying to have fun with Tyrant right now. So
yeah, they're just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
They have Dash Master. Actually, they do have Dash Master. They don't. They took off Soul Catcher. They don't even have Soul Catcher on. I forgot about Dash Master.
I do I do like the idea that like after the column 3 kind of altercation they had, Gori just going for majority because like I don't know. I keep tunnel visioning on Markoth and the Arcane Egg and getting Shade Cloak, but like for like
Mm-hmm.
TLBR,
Yeah, no, no,
but
it's
yeah, going for majority makes sense because like I mean that's only 2 goals, and for an entire skill and Shade Cloak takes so long, like you might as well
yeah.
just like block lines and like you said, go for majority, like you said, like so I'm kind of seeing it more and more now
Mm-hmm.
of what you were saying
Yeah.
of like of skipping Hornet 2 and just going Bardoon and not even going back for it.
There's no point. You just go for
Yeah.
majority. I think at that point that was before Gori even had wings, so they've
Hmm.
really been playing really well. Like after,
Yeah.
well, they've been playing well the whole time, but they've been playing pretty
Now,
ideally, I think, in
now
my
if
opinion.
Zacc didn't go for Dash Slash and Gori was in the position
Mm-hmm.
to only have Markov left, would you go for Hornet 2 then?
I think it depends. I think you know just go
Yeah.
for majority, but I think Gori is a confident player. They might just go for Morkoth.
Yeah. Even doing Hornet 2 and then like maybe you realize you have time and then just going for Bardoon right there too.
Yeah, that's
Like
true. Like they could
yeah.
also just
Or Bardoon and then bench to Hornet 2.
yeah, they Bardoon maybe just they could have done Bardoon. They might have just killed Hornet too. They might not have even picked up Shade Cloak right away. They could have just seen if Zacc went for it if they started marking goals, and if they started marking goals, they could have just been like, okay, well you're not in Abyss right now, so I'm gonna go to Markoth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It would have been a decent back pocket, but like that would have like assumed that Zacc wasn't going for Dash Slash. That definitely like changed the game after that and made Hornet 2
hmm
um essentially just kind of like useless after blocking that line.
yeah, and we have Zacc now on phase 2 of Soul Tyrant.
What was the time he started? 39:48.
Yep, 39:48.
Wow.
I did mention it because I knew I was gonna forget otherwise. Gori still no
Corey, I'm
Dream
so
Nail?
sorry you're a bingy master, but this Soul Tyrant fight is yeah, like someone said, very mesmerizing. So it's like it's
We did
hard not
it.
to watch.
Will we pick up the essence? Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay, Gori's
go.
like, okay, we'll see.
Zacc,
They
let's
might not go for dive
go.
now. They might still go for dive, but Lemcell. We'll see what their play is. They might go for Open City Storerooms Toll and then potentially get Shade Soul
Yeah.
for Pale Lurker. As that is part of the tutorial, is that you're supposed to get Shade Soul before Pale Lurker. It's also a bit helpful for some of the stuff on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any other reason to be up here besides, like, I don't know if they're going to directly get dive. We'll see. We are just going for dive. I think they have right now, they need 4 goals to win, and they need to block top left, bottom right. But they kind of have 2 grubs and basin in their pocket to block that line. They also have
Yeah.
Trampas for 2 grubs and hive. So right now I'm seeing them potentially like these 4 goals.
Gory probably doesn't even like. Well, if Gory's getting dive, he might be going for that 420 Geo Rock to scare Zacc.
Yeah, they could also go for that too, but Zacc might just
Yeah.
go for that because that's one of the few goals that they can get right now. Like what goals does like Zacc have available to them? It's 420 Geo Rock. They could go do Pale Lurker. They don't have Tram Pass. They don't. Well, they also have, they could get Soul Eater, Soul Catcher too.
Yeah.
But everything else is going to be like a lot of time before they're actually marking a goal. And we're getting the Pale Lurker tutorial in chat. This is also a good time to potentially shout out the Bingy Discord if someone wants to do the Bingy Discord command in chat. And shout out to, do we have a watch party for Gori?
I don't think anyone wants. Oh, there you go. Python did it.
No watch party right now, but if you guys, the watch parties are usually pretty cool. If you guys could go start the watch party in the Binky Discord.
Respect to Python for breaking the copy pasta chain. Massive respect right there. Feel free to start it again if you want. But at this point, okay. We might wait for Pale Lurker to show up. I don't know what Zacc's choosing to really do.
I think they're just getting goals.
Yeah.
Making it feel close. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the Soul Eater. Yeah, okay, we're going for Soul Eater.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they go for 420 Geo Rocks next.
Yeah.
Because it's a goal they can get.
And then also trying to get this grub.
Yeah, 5 grubs. Yeah. Synergy. Geochest is not on the board, but
funny enough too, that grub is actually really funny to get. I mean, I imagine just everyone kind of has their own thing for it, but like literally just getting the Bellfly to kill the Entombed Husk, just kind of like angling it. It's just like a really funny way to get that grub, you know. That Zacc was getting before.
Okay. Gori leaving Sanctum.
Unfortunately, did not get it.
Okay. Zacc, I don't know what we're doing in here. I don't know what there's left to do in Crypts.
Yeah.
Are you fighting? But why are we here? I don't understand.
Does Gori have everything he needs for Iselda's pins?
Do they have Dreamnail? I don't think they have Dreamnail. So
I don't think they have. Yeah, Dreamnail might be the only thing left.
Yeah, they're
going to Dirtmouth, so they got D-Nail. Yeah, then this is
okay. Then they can just buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was either going to be the 420 rock for Gori or the pins, and there we go. So
I was pretty sure Zacc had King Station. I don't know why we're going there. Did we not get it? Did we forget?
We did forget.
Oh, we did forget. Okay. Let's not forget King Station. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go for 420 Geo Rock.
Yeah. Gori's just shopping.
Yeah, okay.
Support your local Dirtmouth businesses, please. Just
okay, I think Gori's going to block the last line with the save 2 grubs and basin. Now that they have dive, it's a pretty straightforward goal. For 20 walk into Hornet 2, surely, maybe. If they're gonna do that, maybe they bench here. Because I don't really want to come up from 420 Geo Rock.
Poor Un, though. Just getting straight up ignored.
Yeah. No one likes Shape of Un.
Okay. I like Shape of Un.
I like Shape of Un,
you get to be a slug. It's just great.
We're getting this the dive grub in basin. Okay. Okay, that should be every line blocked for Zacc. Or for Gori. I think Gori still could technically get row 2. Except for now that Zacc just marked it, I think all the lines should be blocked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, now all the lines are blocked. Column 2.
Oh, column 2.
Trader Lord and Un.
Which neither player has made any progress towards, so.
Poor Un.
Okay, we got Zacc choosing to. I think they are going to Hornet too.
Does anyone? Yeah. How many grubs? Yeah.
Or Pale
okay.
Lurker, actually.
I mean, you could probably even do both.
Yeah.
How many grubs does Zacc have?
I think they had like 5 the last time I checked. Pirate.
Now we get to check how many Gori has. Gori has. Wow, I didn't even see. Not a lot, I don't believe.
Oh, Gori has 15. They just marked the goal. They've been picking up grubs this whole time.
Well, there you go. Yeah, well.
Okay, and I think Zacc just going for Hornet too. Or wait, it could also be Pale Lurker. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well,
I guess you can technically do it without Shade Soul. It's just you're supposed to get Shade Soul before for the tutorial.
Yeah. Watch the tutorial, people.
I wrote an easy way to defeat Pale Lurker if you don't get Shade Soul in the chat. Up in the general chat yesterday.
There we go, y'all. Pale Lurker tutorial. There we go. But yeah, this should be GG. Gori's getting the hive grub. He already got the external one. He's going for the internal now, and this should be GG right here.
Zacc just going for the flex without doing it without C-dash. Python probably approves of this at least. Palm. We do love Palm.
There we go.
Okay. And we
Zacc, don't even look at the board. Just do Hornet 2.
Yeah, Zacc. Enjoying
Zacc,
their Hornet 2.
No.
Okay. No more Hornet 2 for fun.
GG's.
Let me see if the players are interested in comms. We'll probably have Gori coming in here shortly.
I was muted.
Okay. We'll put Gori in first.
We're still going. Oh, I was muted.
Hello, Gori. Congratulations.
Hello.
On
thanks.
winning your first bracket match.
GG.
GG.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was frightened about top left, bottom right for the entire time that it was still open because it was just 5 like pretty long goals.
Yeah.
And I knew I had some prep for it, but I was just worried because there was a lot of lack of information for a very long time.
Yeah, fair enough. So what was your thought process going into this board?
Well, I counted how many goals required dive and dream nail, and then I thought, well, there aren't enough of them to go dive route or get dream nail early. And then I saw like CG1, 1500 in the bank, rescue better Sly, and talk to Bardoon. And also, what else?
I'll continue fighting Hornet.
I guess just those things. But yeah, I
did you ever think of going for dash slash? If Zacc hadn't gotten it, would you think you would have gone for it?
Oh, that was my plan. Yeah, my plan was to get dash slash after C dash because CG1 would have given me the Geo for it.
Yeah. I thought that might be your
Zacc marked it, so because of that, I decided to go to Bardoon. I know Zacc could have been going to Bardoon as well, but I just kind of Yes.
Yeah, I think
he
they
wasn't.
actually were going to Bardoon. Let's actually bring Zacc in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, bring Zacc in.
Shit. I hate. There's so many channels in the server that it's really hard to move people. Okay, Zacc. Okay, no cursing. We're on HKC.
Oh, my apologies.
I
did a weird route to get that.
okay. So we were just talking about this Bardoon race from earlier after you got dash slash.
Right.
Because you were on your way and you had a little bit of a lead, but Gori was able to get ACN, which gave them advantage on Bardoon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not see Bardoon right away? Because we did see you warp out, go towards kind of Lem and like just traveling to right side Kings, and then you warped back to go to Bardoon. Did you not see it right away? What was going through your mind there?
I'll tell you this much. Every fumble you've seen today, my ladies and gentlemen, stems from the fact that I simply knew that it was over from the beginning.
Yeah.
As depressing as that sounds. I saw Bardoon and I said, let's do Bardoon. And then I figured, Gori's on his way to Bardoon. Totally. Let's go do something else. And then I figured, okay, well, it's been 2 seconds. Bardoon's still up. Let's go do Bardoon. It was a lot of flip-flopping like that. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got
How
straight
close
from
was
dash
it?
slash, you would have
20
been able to get
seconds?
it, which is unfortunate.
How far away was Zacc from getting it when I marked Bardoon?
They were in like the room below.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's pretty
if they had
close.
gone from
Like,
dash slash, they
less
would have
than half a
gotten it.
minute, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think, yeah, that if Zacc just went right away to Bardoon, yeah, he would have definitely gotten it.
Yeah, because because I think they were marking. You were marking. They were marking you. I think you were in the C dash room, but you hadn't yet gotten C dash when they were marking dash slash.
Yeah, Zacc had plenty of time.
Yeah.
The dash slash mark was 5 seconds before my CG1 mark.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Column
What
3 in
would you
general
have gone for
was,
Markoth? That's the real burning question. Or would you just gone into other stuff?
Oh, me? If I got dash slash?
Yeah.
Would I have gone for Markoth? I probably would have gone to do other stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. I was saying there's a
Oh,
chance that
really-
you
I
go
don't
for
really wanna
Markoth
fight
because
Markoth.
Gori is a
Honestly.
very
Yeah.
bold.
Yeah. I might actually just like look at the board, evaluate the other lines, and just like think I can do Markoth before anything else gets marked. But I don't know. It's a question. I probably would just go do other things.
Yeah, I think
It's
with the
easier.
wings still on the board, it's still like easier. Yeah.
Yeah, I might do like BV and wing and hidden stag, and then maybe reconsider. I don't know.
We also
I
had
didn't get dash slash, so I didn't think about doing Markoth.
yeah. We also had a really cool Soul Tyrant, which was a very good, fun throwback to the first tournament.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. I saw that was after I want to say Gori's 8th goal, and
Mhm.
at the time I had about 3, I want to say, and once Gori marked his 8th, I still had a tiny little sliver of hope in my bones at the 7th one, but once the 8th one came along, it smashed it with a sledgehammer, and I said, well, I'm here. Soul Tyrant, let's go, baby. Let's end it like it began. Let's give the people what they want.
I think I basically called that. I think the second you went for Dream Nail, I was saying, oh, they're doing a hitless Soul Tyrant. They know it's over. They know it's over.
Although it was really sloppy in the beginning because for some reason my jump button stopped working. I had to
I saw you point
figure out
that
what the hell
out.
that was about.
Yeah.
And you also had Dash Master on, which was even harder than Soul Catcher, Soul Tyrant. I feel like Dash
Dash
Master
Master
can be
is good.
considered a well. I don't know. Sometimes
penalty?
Dash Master can be not helpful in a fight because you're used to it without
Yeah.
Dash Master, so it could also be like a disadvantage potentially.
Mhm.
I think Dash
Yeah.
Master is particularly good for Tyrant, just
Okay.
because Tyrant teleports across left and right a lot. You have to dash
That's
a lot.
fair.
But
Yeah.
speaking of Dash Master, I equipped Dash Master, and I will blame Dash Master for me missing right side rafters. Even though I didn't down dash, I was very scared the whole time that I would down dash.
It's okay. We still have Choom having the victory of the first successful right side rafters.
Good job, Choom.
And I got to do classic 1 HP rafters.
Apropos that, actually, I really feel like I would have been in a much better spot if I just ignored Bretta.
Yeah,
I have no
I
idea
agree.
why I thought I could.
Yeah,
I don't know
think,
why I thought I could go do that with you running around.
Yeah, I
That was
agree with that. I think
far too hopeful.
you can always watch back the commentary and see the thought process. Or I'll try to do the second RSR in 13 hours. Okay, right side rafters. Throw. Okay.
I did debate for a bit, like about rescue Bretta and Sly, because rescuing Bretta takes you enough time that I feel like I could lose to like CG1,
True.
even 1500 GU in the bank if that's getting rushed. So I almost didn't do Bretta and Sly.
Oh, that's a unfortunate abyss climb, Zacc.
Yeah, Zacc's still going.
Do we have any
I
more
was on my way to
questions for the
Markov
runners? Do you
before
guys
you
have any more
guys pulled me
questions?
here.
Deathless, any questions? Or did we get everything answered?
Just about everything answered, I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
were you just thinking about, like, Gori, you were just thinking about majority, right? Is that kind of just you were going for the entire time? You weren't really thinking about a line or anything? It just seemed like most of what you were playing was towards the 13.
Yeah, after column 3 got blocked, I
Yeah.
really only otherwise considered column 1, but then Zacc used 2 keys before I got my second key, so at that point I was just doing majority, and that's why I was
Yeah.
like permanently scared of that one diagonal that was still open for a really long time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fair enough. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. We had a really fun time. I think we have another match in 12 to 13 hours, but you can always check the Hollow Knight HKC website for the full match schedule.
Hooray.
Okay. Talk to you later.
GGs.
And thank you,
Thanks for tuning in.
Kara, for
And thanks for
helping with the
comments.
match coordination.